What do we have? I'm feeling a little bit like we're going to talk about issues.
Shirt.
Shirt? A shirt? A shirt. Okay. A shirt. Someone left like a shirt, or you wore someone's shirt. This card was on the bottom of one of my quote decks. Save nothing for the swim back. And then this one. Sometimes it's not the people who change, it's the mask that falls off. So that could be very significant for whoever this resonates with. I hate the fact that they put tarot on everything, because this to me is not tarot, but whatever. The Emperor. Oh, I'm getting the chills. The Hermit. Take a good look inside and release pent-up emotions. Someone here needs to like release something. Divinity, distinction, specificity, creation, and metaphysical. Reach a higher perspective that enables you to see the whole picture. Okay, so I don't know if you need to see the whole picture, or this Emperor needs to see the whole picture, or you people are one and the same, but we have earth and fire here. Maybe someone sees it, maybe this Emperor sees a different perspective. You could be this Emperor listening to this message. You're reaching a higher perspective. So like you're seeing a whole new picture that you didn't see before. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Why is this all messed up? Ay. I saw the High Priestess card, so someone is very intuitive. They see somebody. They're educating somebody right now. If you are an intuitive person, you're educating somebody right now. Ooh, I'm getting the chills. What's on the bottom? Seven of Feathers. Jacob the Deceiver. There's some sort of deception here. Someone's blinded to something. What is this? Or someone was blinded and now they see, right, for a different perspective. Miriam's praise for God.
It was an accident.
Oh, it was an accident. The moon, Jacob's dream at Bethel. It was an accident. Ooh, I don't know what this is, but this specific card, Miriam praises praise for God. Exodus 15:20 through 21. She has, and I never saw this before, she has a nail in her hand. Like a nail.
How do you feel?
Like to nail the coffin. How do you feel? The final nail has landed in the coffin for this emperor. There's a final nail in the coffin. This masculine also had some sort of dream. A dream about the past, about their youth, something to do with when they were younger. They don't have to be, it doesn't have to be like something where they were super, super young, but just younger, maybe several years ago, whatever that, however that resonates for this masculine energy.
I don't need this.
I don't need this. Yeah, there's this masculine going like, I don't need this. There's this feminine energy. It's like she's oblivious, but yeah, she's holding the nail that lands in the coffin, like that nails this situation. Okay, what's this? Yep, judgment. Make sure there's nothing under it. The high priest, and I saw the high priestess. I saw the high priestess, so that's interesting. It's the high priest. Jesus and the children. 6 of Cups, Mark 10:13-16. The high priest Aaron, brother of Moses. I don't know if someone's gambling or like has like a gambling addiction, like sits at the slot machines. Something about sunflowers and seashells. This masculine energy is very worn down. This masculine could also have children. And although children are blessings, they are very exhausting. They can, they take a lot of work to raise children, to be there for them. Judgment, last judgment. So
Can you hear it?
Ace of Cups, Samaritan woman at the well with Jesus. Okay. This keeps coming up, this duality between, so like there's an emperor, let's say there's like an emperor in the middle, and then there's two voices, the devil and Jesus. Okay? The devil would be this woman who puts the nail in the coffin. The devil is someone who agitates you, irritates you, and if you don't have good control over your emotional state, your temperance, which is balance, you tend to flip off. So this feminine, agitated, irritated, this emperor here. The final nail was placed in the coffin by this woman. She's like on her. I feel like she was just so happy to do this. This is a feminine energy that would be like, as we say in psychology, cluster B personalities, right? Sociopathic, psychopathic, narcissistic tendencies. I'm not saying that person is a diagnostic, narcissist or a psychopath, but this person gets joy. When you smile and get joy from other people's pain, that's psychopathy. That's narcissism. Those are, those traits, those behaviors. This woman gets joy from putting nails in this masculine's coffin. Like nailing him in the coffin, agitating him, irritating him. Like she's celebrating this. She's like having a good time, planning this in her head. Like, oh, how can I get him unstable? And this judgment is the last judgment. This is the last time this feminine energy is going to do this to this man. He's worn down because this masculine can't take it anymore. There's like change. There is a feminine, so another feminine energy who would be like the Jesus figure. Very wise, practical, logical, caring, loving, forgiving. So there's these, it says Aaron, brother of Moses. So Miriam is a name, Aaron is a name, Jesus, Mark, and Matthew. So these names could be significant here. 6 of Feathers. Ruth the Moabite. The devil. Yeah, this is judgment for this tie, this negative connection here. So this feminine energy, ooh, I'm getting the chills. This feminine energy that has the, you know, like the nails, she like loves to irritate. She has two sides to her. She has a very young side to her and a very old, wise side to her. She is manipulative. She uses her duality as a form of manipulation. This energy that I'm picking up from these two cards. This is classic. This is what we would call classic Jezebel spirit. A Jezebel spirit is someone who uses sex, uses emotion to manipulate, uses knowledge, wisdom to manipulate in a way in which this person would then have control over this masculine energy. I do think that sex is a huge part of why this masculine offended is tied to this person. Yeah, this masculine was extremely offended, and he's finally reaching a higher perspective that enables him to see the world, the whole picture. Like this whole relationship, this whole connection, this whole dynamic. This emperor is sitting here. He's tired. He's exhausted. Look at this. He's tired. He's exhausted. He has people angry at him because of this feminine. He has people talking shit to him because of this feminine. This is a wise man. And yet, wise men can fall, right? Like Solomon, King Solomon, even King David. Like wise men can fall for the manipulation, especially when their discernment is not connected to their own sin. Like they're not judging a person based off of their based off of how someone really shows up in their life. This person judges based off of pure emotion only.
Forever.
Forever. Okay, let's see. Oh, that flew all the way onto the floor. Yep, the Ace of Cups. So this is this feminine energy that, you know, would be like the person sitting on your, like the angel on your shoulder. When they say like the angel and the devil sitting on your shoulder, one's telling you lies, the other is telling you the truth. Which one? Goodbye. Okay. The masculine energy said goodbye to this feminine that rests in kindness, grace, forgiveness, love, right? Deep conversations, communication. The Hermit's on the bottom with the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment energy.
Annoying.
Annoying. Someone's wise. So if there's any elements to this, okay, I see. So positivity can be really annoying. And I'm not saying that this person is positive all the time, right? Like Jesus was not positive all the time. He spoke truths that stunned and startled people. They were shocked. Even when you read it in the Bible today, you read certain sections of the scripture and you see how he spoke to people. It was very cutting. There were times where he was very cutting, but he was also being loving because he was telling them the truth. So this person has the ability to speak the truth, and it can be annoying as F, and that can probably be why this masculine chose, you know, whatever this was over here, this devil. It's so much easier to face the devil in temptation and to give in to temptation than it is to look within yourself and filter yourself with the help of another, with your Ezer, which would be...
I'm not from here.
I'm not from here. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of passion. Ooh, I'm getting the chills. Moses and the burning bush. This masculine, this emperor, really thought that this feminine with the nail in her hand was really just the passion, was really drawn to this person, really stuck out. Exodus 3. But Exodus, what am I going to say?
Are you afraid?
This is the third time this masculine might have been asking himself, is he afraid? The moon. This masculine really believed that God brought him this feminine with the nail in her hand. And it could appear that way. There was lots of passion. This felt like the final judgment call in life. Like, this is my final path. I'm going to build here, and this is how everything's going to be. There could have been, right, like a house, a beautiful home. Convicted, yeah. This relationship convicted this masculine, this emperor. Masculine, you got convicted. Convicted through this connection. You really have experienced at least 3 times with this person. This person has shown you 3 times, okay, what they really are, who they really are. This is the last judgment. Meaning you have reached the final like cycle with this negative person in your life. You're learning the lessons. You see a completely different perspective on this person. And why you had to, I think now you finally understand why you had this person in your life and why you couldn't let them go. Like, you were just very drawn to them, like Moses and the burning bush. 4 of Cups. Jonah's anger. Jonah 4. Yeah, you're angry with yourself. You're disappointed. There was no olive oil that came from this tree. This tree is dead. Where you tried to build 3 times is dead. Who you tried to build with, that was a dead end. A very deceptive energy here. This person maybe came back and
I told her.
Begged her. Okay, so this masculine, you finally told this feminine energy, like, I can't do this no more with you. You're too toxic, you're petty, you're childish, you smile in my pain. You glory in my pain and my suffering and my tears. If I even cry a tear, any struggle that I have, you like to laugh in my face, party it up. You love to leave me hanging. This feminine, oh, this is
Karen.
a Karen. Oh my God. I hope her name is not Karen, but she's a straight Karen. She will create problems where there are none. She is literally mentally ill, delusional. Delusional. She has demon attachments to her. Meaning the demons, the mindset. She's lost in this matrix that she's refusing to leave. She's refusing to see her own toxicity and how she makes things a problem when there are no problems. She'll turn a little tiny anthill into a mountain. This is your David and Goliath, 1 Samuel 17. This is, you were standing up against your Goliath. This feminine energy,
Redeemed.
yeah, is Goliath. And your behavior to walk away, your action, you standing up for yourself and saying, I'm no more of this. I can't do this no more. This is like 3 times a charm. Hell no. You fought this demon. You can forget. I think the most important thing is getting to a place where you can forgive. Work on how you can forgive this person. Look at Jesus and how he forgave people that murdered him. It's 420. Actually, the date is 420, but it's also 420 on the time. That could be significant. You could be some, Mary Jane lovers out there, no shade on that at all. But you could have a David and Goliath, sort of like this is your final judgment. Like you've finally passed this lesson in your life. You see that peace is more valuable than
Upset.
than addiction. And this feminine is really upset. And I think this was really upsetting for you because you have a lot of like 10 of coins. You're recognizing this 10 of coins is sitting on top of this ace of cups. So this love, it might not be new for you. This could be a romantic connection. Or this could just be new opportunities for you, like new job, new money opportunities. Yeah, new money opportunities, ace of coins on the bottom. But this person who gave you advice, this feminine energy, who you may have pushed aside, like their advice even, to go after 3 times a charm to this freaking Karen that you had in your life or have in your life. If there's children involved, then of course you're dealing with, post PTSD, coercive control, post separation abuse. They use the children to abuse you, to harass you, to make claims against you, like all the kinds of stuff, right? So if you were dealing with a feminine, a Karen like that, you have finally entered into this phase that God has made certain promises to you, but you are blocking your own blessings. And so God is giving you this 10 of grain, which is coins. There's money here with this emotional healing that's coming too. You're seeing that you're worthy because the woman at the well, she realizes by talking to the Messiah that she's worthy. She's a good Samaritan. Whoever you are, you're a really good Samaritan. You're a good person. Deep down inside, you're a good person. We all make mistakes. We all choose the wrong path many times because we don't have enough wisdom, which is Sophia, philosophia. We don't have enough wisdom to see clearly, to choose which voice to listen to, the devil or the angel. 2 of coins, Lydia, faithful businesswoman. You might be going into business with a feminine energy. It says the soul, creation of living being, Sophia, and Queen of Coins. So this could be your soul pair, like you're meant to join, right? Business, become business partners with someone. This is going to fulfill your soul. And we have the Queen of Coins, which is the Proverbs 31 woman, which is like the type of wife you want. Look at how abundant she is. And abundance doesn't mean you have all the money in the world, which she might, but it just means that they have a potential.
Appreciated.
Okay, you will or you are appreciated by this Queen of Coins, this 2 of Coins, and here we go, the Empress under that as well. So this is an Empress to match the Emperor. There is a feminine energy that is you're supposed to join in business with. Acts 16:14 through 16. Faithful businesswoman. So she's not only loyal, she's faithful. She will build for the family. She will take care of the family. She will respect and honor the children. She is a true soul mate or soul connection. Someone who's genuinely connected to Source, which would be Jesus, Holy Spirit, the angels. And she embodies the mother of Jesus, Mother Mary, which is that true belief and loyalty, dedication to her responsibilities from not just a physical standpoint, right, in the material world, but a spiritual responsibility. Okay, any last messages for this? Yeah, see? Temptation, 7 of Cups, the temptation of Christ, Matthew 4, 1 through 11. This feminine energy that you were dealing with before, this person that you've had 3 rounds with, this is what I'm going to say, it's 3 rounds. Maybe you've broken up 3 times, got back together 3 times. You guys had like this addiction to one another, addictive behavior. Maybe you share an addiction, like alcohol, drugs, whatever that looks like. Yeah, you're getting away from whatever.
Maria.
Maria? Okay, Maria. Someone's name is Maria. You're getting away from this person. We have the Page of Feathers. Esther saves the Jews. You recall this wise woman. You recall this wise woman giving you advice. You recall it a long time ago. I don't know how long that would be for you. I'm saying like at least 2 years or more. This is what I'm picking up. You recall this wise woman giving you advice. And now, because you have finally recognized the 10 commandments, the justice, the 10 commandments, Exodus 20, you finally recognized, you have this download, this remembrance of what was said to you, the advice that was given, the perception, the perspective that was
Dining.
given. Dining by this. You could have been dining with this feminine energy, having dinner. She gave you some sort of advice. You could have been friends with her. You could have been romantic with this woman at some point, maybe in between. But in the middle of dining, you have conversation. Your leg, dining. Maybe you were like playing footsie under the table. I don't know. Bumping into each other's legs. I don't know here. Something about your leg. Something about someone's leg. Something's wrong with someone's leg here. Someone could have like lots of discomfort or pain. You could have injured yourself. Okay. So this is what's happening here. And the sun, it says triumphal entry into Jerusalem. Matthew 21:111. 19, which is a 10. This is the ending of you constantly going in the same cycle where you keep falling for temptation over and over and over again. And what is it leading you to? The sun, it's leading you, I'm getting the chills, it's leading you to soul recognition. Soul recognition with this Empress, as you are the Emperor. Soul recognition. When someone recognizes your soul, they value you from a soul level, it completely changes the game. And it completely changes your, what's the word? It completely changes your standards. And I was just talking about that the other day. Standards are really important. I used to not, I would say most people who read energy or cards or whatever, most of them have been through issues with standards. So if anything, we're only speaking empirically from our own personal experience. That's what empirical data, empirical knowledge is. Yeah. You were just the loss. You might be recovering from the loss, but this is coming, masculine. You're finally seeing things for what they really are. You could be eager to get on.
Uncle.
Uncle? Somebody's uncle? You might be an uncle. You could be an uncle. Or you're talking to your brother, because it said something about Jonah's, what was it? Uncle, the high priest, Aaron, brother of Moses.
Next to me.
Next to you? Okay, so the uncle could be next to you. Betray. Look. Divergence, different values, change of heart, thought, manipulation. So this feminine really betrayed you. Someone is just be very mindful. Yeah, forced sin, cunning the dark side of humanity. You got to experience a darker side of humanity. by dealing with a feminine who all she did was place you in situations of temptation, whether that was to gamble, to lose money, to waste money on things that were not important, not being wise, just living life like tomorrow you're dead. You know, like if you were to die tomorrow, or if you knew you were gonna die, don't you think you would go wild? Like, I will just spend all my money and I'm gonna go do whatever I want. This is living on the edge. I'm hearing that song, Living on the Edge by Aerosmith. Balcony, land of love. But soft what light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Distilling liquor. Strategy, expertise, double-edged sword. This feminine is very strategic. This feminine energy that you will encounter or have already encountered that has given you this advice, which I believe you've already encountered because at some point they gave you advice prior and now it's like enlightening you. You're seeing it for the, you know, it's like resonating finally. It makes sense what they said to you years ago. This feminine energy, you're recognizing the strategy, the expertise, that there is a double-edged sword with truth. With seeing truth before, seeing patterns, right? I'm autistic, so I have pattern recognition. I'm gifted. I'm a gifted autistic. So I really struggle with math. So like when I see math or numbers, I draw a complete blank. I really struggle with numbers. But when you come up with like abstract ideas or thoughts, I can see everything in a way that others can't. So it's the similar feeling of you can see things long before they happen. I remember I had an ex and he was, you know, complaining about his work, his job, and I get it. Working for people is really hard, especially when they're, you know, can be conniving. And I told him exactly what was going to happen on multiple occasions, on different scenarios, different stories, different issues he was knowing. Every time he came,
Stupid.
yeah, stupid. When they don't listen to me, they stupid though. Yeah. So he was like, oh, okay. And then literally he came to me and told me, literally word for word what you said, she said. Literally word for word. I was like, I know. So judge, yeah. He judged me. So I feel like true, yeah, he did. He judged me. They always do. They think I'm manipulating them, that I'm trying to get over on them, but no, I have no desire to. Why? Because guess who does that for? Guess who does that in the world? You don't even need another soul to do that in the world. The devil and his children, and I'm not one of them. But because I know how to read energy and images, these are just images on a card. Because I can pick up energy from images and I have a spirit box, means somehow I am, you know, a part of the devil's children, which I'm not. That's just crazy talk. Okay, so this was like a forced marriage or relationship, and I think it might have had to do with children. So this person, the feminine, got pregnant. Because there's children involved here. I keep feeling children. The feminine got pregnant, and this masculine energy, very lustful, very, you know, into this woman physically. Maybe she was very exciting. Felt, in a sense, there was this forced marriage. They lost their freedom. This person was constantly interfering in their life, in their decision making, in their career choices. All because they had children. They wasted this masculine's money. I'm just picking up all of the loss. Running. They ran this masculine ragged. They ran him through the ground in the mud. They used him. They used their sex appeal, their words. See, there's a difference between a feminine who's telling you the truth because the truth hurts, and there's a difference between a woman who wants to get your empathy and sympathy and really pull on your heartstrings. And yeah, that's what you were dealing with. Okay. The banishment. Yeah, you banished this biatch. Beach. Banish. If you haven't banished her yet, you better banish her. She's gonna make you broke. If you're not broke already. Shoot.
Lower.
Lower than that? Impoverished? You ain't broke, you impoverished? Oh, God. I'm sick to my stomach. Severing ties, protection from further injury. And for that offense, immediately we do not exile him hence. Okay. What's on the bottom of that? There's like a lion and a goat. So there was a lot of pride and ego in this person that you banned. They thought they like had the throne in your life. Oh, I'm the wife. I'm the throne holder. I am the permanent one. Even though you force yourself upon this masculine because he's gonna take care of you since you have his children. Like, duh. Makes so much sense. Um, and we have the Capricorn energy. So the Leo energy is the pride and ego, and then we have the Capricorn energy, which is all about money. This feminine energy was just all about money. That's all she ever cared about was money, 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 money. Always funny in a big man's world. She saw your potential and she took advantage of it. Determination, courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, firm. Romeo, Romeo, here's drink. I drink to thee.
Start.
Start. Start what? Start what? Oh, start.
Perfume.
Oh, someone smells perfume. Or there's like a remnants of someone's perfume, either on like a t-shirt. Is that the t-shirt you're talking about? Someone was wearing a t-shirt of yours and sprayed some perfume? Or sprayed perfume in your room? Or you just remember the scent? Wedding, matrimony, wedlock. Confession of love. Say I love you. Yeah. You're getting married, my loves. Mr. Emperor, you're getting
this cosmic abyss, my mind takes flight. The echoes pulsating, setting the stage for the night.